Apple has announced an all digital WWDC 2022. And some people had expected or hoped that what they were going to see was like an in-person thing, that they might get a chance to come meet you or something.
Meet me?
You would never be invited, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Just by connection to myself, they'd be like, wouldn't that be cool, actually, though, if we got you in instead? Like, we're able to sneak you into the Apple events, and then you actually get the Apple loaner devices. And then you're like the decoy. You just hand it straight over to me.
I would have to have my own channel, no?
I don't know. Maybe we could, I don't know. Set up we could do this. But we've just actually explained how we're going to do it. So,
yeah.
Could be a problem. Yeah, we'll set up we'll set up one of those channels where all you do is talk about Apple. That's it. And you love everything. You're the world's biggest Apple fan.
Like a video a day kind of thing?
Oh, you're just bombarding the world with how much you love Apple, right? You're just like, I am the biggest. You just have the watch. You're just everything. The T-shirts, the merch, all types of memorabilia.
Tattoo.
And even an Apple is in the name. You're called like Apple a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Somebody probably already has it, but
yeah,
it's something like that. And it's completely over the top. And we build you up as Apple's #1 influencer.
I have my own Apple dance every day. I do the Apple dance.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a head spin.
That's a huge commitment. And so anyway, we have this channel.
Apple.
You become this huge influencer. Yeah. Apple thinks that you're absolutely perfect for it.
While I'm still doing this show?
You might need to wear a disguise.
Okay, yeah.
We'll do a small disguise.
I'll wear a mustache.
And you'll infiltrate. And we'll get the inside scoop. And then you can deliver the products to me secretly.
Okay.
In advance.
Yeah. Sounds like a deal.
What does everybody think about this idea? Isn't this fantastic? Apple will never know what's going on. They'll never watch this. Yeah. We'll completely blindside them with our espionage. Mm-hmm. You hear that? Anyway. So they're doing a non-in-person event. So no, you will meet nobody. You will not only not meet Willie Doo because he's not invited, but you won't meet anybody. If you like in the past, you used to get to congregate. You would see the who's who of the various communities. You might shake hands. You might snap a selfie. You might go to Apple's wonderful campus, and you might even take a shot with Tim Cook. That has happened in the past.
Yeah. You know what? I actually have a story here where I went to school for web design, and we were one of the winners in creating an app. And the winner could go to the Apple place and meet Tim Cook. And that person did.
The Apple place.
Yeah, wherever it is. Was it Apple Circle?
I think you could just call it their headquarters.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the Apple place.
Yeah.
And they met him, and it could have been you, and everything could have been different.
I know, yeah.
You could have got a job there, and you could have worn a special outfit, and you could have had one of those pass cards to get in. You know, probably that's your phone nowadays, but it could have been a whole different life for you.
Yeah.
It would have been like 1,000 times better than this one.
Well, I don't know about that.
So that's your story. You're sticking to it.
Well, yeah, it was just kind of interesting. Just knowing that app developer, he got to meet Tim Cook.
Should we have him on?
I'm very
Should we
jealous.
get him on? Let's get him on, and we'll ask him exactly what happens on the inside.
Yeah.
I guess we could ask anybody that, if they're willing to talk. We should do that. We should get ex-Apple employees on the show. Some guy actually hit me up. Were you copied on that email?
I don't think so.
A guy hit me up, and he's like, I'm an ex-Apple employee. I'll tell you anything.
A tell-all.
He's like, have me on the show. I'll tell you anything. So
we got to see his credentials, though. How do we know?
Well, I don't know if you ever know. He probably wants to obscure his identity anyways. but it still could be
yeah, that's
interesting
true.
content. I mean, we're going to have to give the disclaimer and say, like, take it for what it is. But he probably signed an NDA, so they can't really. We got to obscure him somehow.
It would be interesting.
Hot
If people in the
content.
chat would like to know if they're interested.
I mean,
maybe we can get that going.
We could just get it on the TV. And actually, let's just put that out there to any former Apple employee or current. I don't know what stipulations. I don't want anybody getting fired or anything, but it would be nice. It would be cool to have an interview with somebody of what that's like, the day-to-day.
Working at Apple HQ.
The day-to-day. The day-to-day.
Sitting at one of those desks.
Actually, that would be a pretty cool series. Never mind just Apple, but like day in the life Google, day in the life Apple, day in the life Facebook, day in the life Amazon. Just
Tesla.
Because these are enormous companies,
SpaceX,
right? And we're all curious about what that's like. Anyway, so they're doing a Worldwide Developers Conference. This is typically, well, it's a mixture. Sometimes they talk about products. Obviously, they always talk about software because it's a developers conference. And it's like a functional thing. It's not just like a keynote where they're launching products. It's a functional thing where developers get a chance to, there's all types of workshops and
Swift.
Yeah.
New Swift
features. You would know based on your last story. You probably, did you ever participate in one of these in any kind of formal context?
Yeah.
Oh.
I could tell you about it later.
It's boring, probably.
Thanks.
No, I mean, attempting to describe it in detail might be.
It's a bit much.
But anyway, they talk about they'll often talk about new features and projects and things like that and upcoming changes and stuff that's very specific to things that developers would want to know about. And then sometimes they talk about Mac products. Like there's a rumor that maybe they'll touch on the Mac Pro since they didn't in their last event. You had the Mac Studio, and then the Mac Pro is like super outdated at the moment. It's got that nasty Intel stuff in it. Can't have any of that anymore. They got to rectify that situation real quickly. So maybe there'll be something about that happening. Anyway, what's the date here? It's at the top probably. Very, very top. It's in, there we go. June 6th, Monday, June 6th to Friday, June 10th. So what do we got? Like a month, a little bit more than a month to get there, online only. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't buy a new Mac right now unless you need it. Something might transpire.